Introducing our casters tonight, Rage Nation and Archon and myself, Seb. So, looks like we're playing an NSL game on Summit and Vale tonight, so it'll be a 4-game matchup. So, I don't know, Rage, would you like to talk about the lineup tonight for both teams? I mean, because you know them pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I know I'm probably a little bit better than most. For the A team, you'll have Kerr or Corrupt, Ghost, Nez, Scorp, Outsider. Their sixth will be B. And for the B team, it'll be Bean, Spider, Chris, Polly, Doom, and I'm not sure who's going to be the sixth for them tonight. Thinking probably Sidewinder. But it's going to be definitely a good matchup. Like the B team have a very strong alien game, but I tell you what, and just as it's dropped out, that's lovely.
Oh, and looks like we might be playing NSL versions of the maps tonight first, so, yeah.
Well, yeah, that'll be good. Hopefully they've, Ender has implied the, the cross spawns, so we don't have to continually restart till we get the cross spawns.
I think they're going to patch for that. A mod.
I don't know if it's applied to Monash Private though, unfortunately. So
yeah,
okay.
I know it wasn't a couple of rounds ago, so hopefully we won't have to restart a few times to get the cross spawns. So now we get to watch the all too familiar Marines and aliens jumping around like drones, knifing the walls, biting each other.
So get the A team on aliens and B team on Marines.
Now my prediction will be, obviously it's going to be number 1 team, but the B team number 2 team will surprise you every now and again. But I reckon we'll see, the A team, their alien game is extremely strong, and I think we're going to see a whitewash in this first game, but I'd like to be surprised.
So what do you see the strategies for the number 1 team?
Number 1 team, you'll straight away, you'll have a pressure team. What they'll let them do is they'll let the Marines pass, try to not have contact straight away. They'll slip them behind and just basically chew on the res extractors as they're building them.
And the Marines, what do you think their game will be?
Straight away, we'll see the B team. They'll try and possibly cut through, depending on where they start. If they start sub-access, I'd expect them to go through maintenance access, pipe junction, and try and cut off one of the first, or possibly the second res node that's been dropped by the alien team, and you'll just see pressure.
We've typically seen very aggressive play from SNXB, so it'll be interesting to see against a more formidable opponent, I guess, how they react to a more intense
aggressive
team, I guess.
Opponent,
yeah, exactly.
I think what we'll find is the B team will try and use the same tactics that they use against other teams, and I think you'll find that they may fall a little bit short, especially when they get shut down continually when they're trying to be a pressure point team.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, how long has it been since these two teams have played each other?
Long time.
Oh, well, officially a long time, but they do play each other pretty regularly.
They play with each other a lot as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's one of those things, like the number 1 team coaches the number 2 team a fair bit, so it's not like the strategies are going to be unknown. They're going to be knowing exactly what other team is, and it's just basically going to come down to skill.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the number 1 team in the number 2 team for battles with us, so it's quite familiar their strategies, and that they do come off. So each team knows each other's strategies very well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you get that when you're constantly playing with them all the time. For highlights this game, I think we should keep an eye out on Outsider for his lurk play as Alien. He is a superb lurk, and I reckon he's going to be racking up the kills, especially if the B team don't try and shut him down and negate his offensive tactics.
Still waiting on one from each team. One from Aliens now.
Looks like we're just waiting on the number 1 team's 6th here, which will be B.
All right, here we go. Looks like
Crosswords.
SNX1. Oh,
Whoop.
no. Okay.
Crosswords again.
All right. SNX1 over here in flight control, and SNX2 in data core.
See here, the SNX2 team rushing out.
No one's
3-2 split.
the
No, it'll be the
commander
commander will be
building.
jumping out.
Yep.
And get as many troops out on the field as possible. Run straight through to crossroads here, 2v2. And Kerr sneaking up behind. He'll catch Spider unawares here.
All right, interesting first contact here in crossroads.
No, he sees him. He knows he's there. Scorp should come around now and get it from behind.
Oh, and we have Spider get cleaned up by Scorp and Kerr there. And Chris
and
as well.
Kerr finishes the job. See mines for research straight away for the Marine team. They'll start planning them around to prevent any base rushes, and probably putting them around the RTs as well.
Alright, so we have Polly and Bean and Doom hanging around the top and bottom of the map here.
You see and you can see they're going to be claiming Atrium as their second hive point. They've already got the Hydras down. There's as the Gorge, Outsider and B camping the Atrium hive spot. You see
very
had a couple
aggressive
of
play.
had a couple of Marines there poking around the reactor core. They've since backed away and head through to Crossroads now.
Alright, we have Kerr and Scorp here. Seeing if they can do something to this 3-man push into Crossroads.
There's
Oh, it looks like
four-
they're converging on them though.
There's 4 aliens there. There's Ghost as well.
And the number 1 team there, not focusing on the same person.
Oh,
They're all going
wow.
for different people.
Lots of health packs going down.
And that's-
2 down from each side. Or 1 from Marines. Here comes Nez in to help. And
Sloppy
Outsider.
play there by the
That's 5
number 1
Marine.
team.
Yeah, 5 aliens to get Crossroads.
They should have, if they focused on, picked 2 of the Marines, they would have had that quite easily, but they all went for a separate Marine and they paid the price for it.
Meanwhile though, Bean and Doom in flight control.
Oh, they're going to get spawn rushed here. Look at them.
5
the old wave
aliens
spawn.
to 1 Marine
But
in
look at
its
that.
spawn.
Look, there's no one up in Atrium. Look what's going on with Chris, Spider, and Polly's coming up from behind in Reactor. There goes some res there from that Gorge dropping all those Hydras and they're all gone. The Carapace shell's been completed, so you'll see them back around the corner now and probably get their upgrade.
Drifter just gets hammered by all 3 of them.
I thought they would probably
SNX1. Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying?
SNX1 have done a really great job of taking out the res down in the bottom of the map.
Yeah, but look at the Marines. 3 Marines sitting at Atrium. It's going to be a hard spot to get them out of. Especially when they're sitting back. And Gorge Tunnel started for the alien team here. Looks like they're going to be going in between Atrium and flight control.
Doom seems to be taking out Outsider pretty well.
Plenty of med packs, but Outsider gets him down in sub. Look at the Marine team. They're pushing straight through into Crevice now. It's going to be a massive hit for the alien team. 2 res nodes in as many minutes. This res node's surely going down now.
Oh, if only they can suicide on that res node. It's so close. Ah.
The aliens have already rebuilt Atrium. Just ignore that push, straight for rebuild.
Chris
should
doing a
finish off
fantastic
this.
job.
Yeah, Chris is an outstanding player. He's got great aim. Good game skills. Those Hydras there doing the job. Marines spending their res trying to get their res nodes back up again. With 2 pushing through into a crossroads now. And Nez rightfully backs away from crossroads and waits for support. Oh, Chris gets swamped at Glass Hallway.
3 aliens doing their job.
And he comes outside of the lurk, coming up behind Doom and Bean.
4 aliens there. Swamping in them.
They need to start taking down their res. The Marine team's got far too much res at the present time. They're sitting on 5 at the moment. The 2 Marines now pushing through into Atrium. There's no one sitting at the top of the map for the alien team. Here comes Outsider coming in to save it.
I think SNX1 are really responding to these Marine movements in huge packs of 4 or 5, so it's really taking them a while to switch around and counter these attacks from the Marine team.
They're being proactive, or I should say they're being reactive instead of proactive, unfortunately, and it's almost to a fault. Because look now, the 2 Marines now pushing down across through Computer Lab.
An SNX1 here on 69 resources. I'm wondering if we'll see the hive drop anytime soon.
No, we should
But
see
maybe
it drop
not.
straight away. You'll see Outsider will scope through, or I should say B, sorry, as a second lurk, he'll scope through and just make sure that everything's all clear and it'll go down straight away. Here they go the Crags, so they're just about to drop. Oh, 2 lurks on Doom there at flight control, he had no chance. Kerr and Polly just playing some cat and mouse around the reactor section there. Kerr will just wait for Polly to run away and he'll jump back down and finish that res node off. Oh, shotguns.
Shotguns in reactor. Lurk and Skulk trying to take out the shotguns. Low health extractor gone down
And
very
Kerr just
quickly.
finishes it off and there goes Atrium, down she goes. Those Marines would have heard that being dropped then too. Probably should have waited till they cleared them out first.
I mean, SNX1 though have a ludicrous amount of extractors now. I mean, they've got 5 harvesters up now.
You can see Kerr and Scorp, they'll be the 2 fades, and in only a few ticks they'll be up.
And
There's 3 shotguns, is it, in Computer
In
Lab?
Comp Lab, yeah.
yeah. And hello if you're just joining us on Twitch. You're joined by myself tonight, Seb, Rage Nation, and Archon from Ready. We have SNX1 versus SNX2 here. Should be a good series of games.
Taken down in Computer Lab.
I feel like both of these teams are trying to get into their groove a little bit too. I mean, SNX1 have kind of settled into it a bit more now, I feel, though. Really reacting to these marine pressures quite, proactively
They've assisted pretty much the entire map. They've gotten control of the whole map. They still have 3 nodes. Marines have still have 3 nodes, now 2 nodes, but
Soon to be 1.
yeah, soon to be 1. They've assisted all in. They can't rebuild.
Can't rebuild without them. Aliens knowing farewell where they are.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty
that's
good
safe
drifter
ventilation
placement from NS1 too. Lets them know where they are.
Oh, and here we see Kerr coming out as a fade. Looks like Scorp might be evolving
Yes,
to a fade as
Scorp
well.
should be
Yeah.
the second fade. You see him there egging in flight control.
Oh, and
Kerr
Kerr
down.
going
Hey,
down.
down.
I tell you what, Scorp better watch out too. Same as Outsider up there as the lurk. That's sub.
It just shows how, like, SNX2 actually have some fantastic shooters on their team.
Yeah, as I said, you know, like the SNX2 team, they may be a B team by name, but they're definitely not a B team by performance.
No, there's a lot of them that are quite good.
Oh, and Scott coming up to 3 Marines here. Can he just gets, oh, he had quite a bit of health, but...
Yeah, as soon as he saw
He
3
ran away
Marines, he
straight away.
rightfully backed away.
Straight away, he backed away. He encounters 2 Marines up in Crossroads. He engages them roughly with a lurk, and they take them both down.
And looking Outsider, just getting business done there at Crossroads. You'll find he'll heal up at flight and yeah, start
I mean,
paying
and
some attention to sub.
Look at this map control by the aliens here. We see just pretty much, you know, all of that. You know, they've got Comp Lab, Crossroads, Reactor. You know, they've just got an amazing amount of res. So
5
I mean,
resource nodes, and they've assisted to every resource node possible. So the Marines can't get any resource nodes.
So the you can see that they've selected Shade Hive for their second hive, and we'll be seeing Silence go down, and there it is.
Taking out that phase gate down in sub. Marines need to phase through if they need to keep that. Doom's
Doom will
coming
try
in.
and cover it through.
Or it's very close to getting destroyed with this shotgun. And a lurk comes in to defend.
Oh, Eddie, better watch out.
They might
We
just
get hammered
get
here.
this. 4 Marines in there.
Wow, that is close to going down. It's only a few bars.
Outsider was very close to
What's that
dying
on?
too, though.
Yeah, 7%. Well, I don't think he saw the Marines coming in through the
Fade
back
coming
of
in?
sub from Computer Lab.
Oh, and it looks like Kerr has gotten a Fade T-Res dropped, which at this point, obviously, SNX1 can afford, so...
2 fades coming in.
I'm surprised they haven't dropped Crossroads yet.
2
but I
fades
think
could
we'll see it
easily
get dropped
take
down.
2 Marines, but they're not moving in. They're waiting for the lurk.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
definitely
now
feel
there's
like this
3
game
Marines.
is pretty much over. Yeah.
Even so, 2 fades and a lurk could probably take them out.
Oh,
It's
especially
not
with Doom being so
lacking the
low.
lacking the confidence to go in. Goes in alone. The other 2 retreat. That shouldn't have happened. They should have pushed in.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit apprehensive there.
Afraid of losing their higher life forms. I don't think it'll change any balance here, but it's disappointing.
Yeah, I'm surprised they backed off. I mean, Kerr and Scorp, I think maybe from Kerr dying before, he's being a little bit hesitant. More so now.
Especially with these level 1 shotguns too.
Welding each other up. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
good
big
work,
part of the
good work.
SNX players welding each other.
It's very important. Oh, they're going too far into the extractor. Not reloading enough.
No, but this
See,
face getting sub
now
going
while
down.
they've been sitting there at Comp Lab, they're going to hammer
Nope.
this.
3 coming in.
Doesn't mean they'll get it in time. The Nez will stay on that phase gate till he
Oh,
dies.
1 down. And he's gonna get it too.
He is going to get it. I don't think they realise that he was there. He dies,
Oh,
but he's
hammered
done
him.
the job. They don't quite have the res to redrop just yet either.
They do
Now
now,
they do.
but they may not get it.
Here comes the fade in. He should be able to clean him up. Being hesitant
No,
once
but
again with the
Spider and
shotguns.
Polly. Fantastic shots.
Spider's a great shot, so is Polly. So he's rightfully to be cautious with 2 shotgunners there.
They got 3 pushing into Atrium. Machine guns.
They should stand back now. Actually,
They're
with that
doing a
lurk
very
there, they
good
should
distraction job.
with the lurk and the fade, they should probably be moving up into the hive. Because when you stand back like that, you allow the fades to swipe and retreat. But if you stand around the hive there, it stops that. You know, they don't want to get around the hive because they might get killed.
They've got everything set up for a hive in Crossroads. They just haven't built a hive in Crossroads, just waiting for the res, I guess.
Yeah, he's been dropping other
We have
things
2
around the map.
fades, 3 fades, and a lurk on this single IP. And there goes the GG, SNX2 calling it. What a fantastic game between, between SNX1 and SNX2.
I said the SNX1 alien play is just so strong. It's no surprise really to see that they won. It's going to be interesting to see what the B team or the number 2 team can do with their alien part. Alright, well I guess there was no surprises in that outcome, but it's going to be good to see what the the experienced shooters in number 1 team can do against the the good alien play of the number 2 team.
I mean, and I think hopefully we can see SNX2 take a game here today, because I just think it'd be a great game, great entertaining game to watch.
If they're ever going to win, it's going to be on it's going to be as their alien play. That they will the B team or number 2 team will make you pay when you make a mistake as the Marine team.
So what will we see here, H? What will we see the Marines do to the alien team straight off?
I'd expect nothing less than Nez an outsider basically using their superior aim and shooting skills to just put the pressure down straight away on the first 1 and 2 RTs that have been dropped.
What will the other 3 do?
They'll just basically secure the rest of the map and move around and also apply pressure. You'll find they probably won't go a 3-2 split. They'll probably go a 2-2 with 1 to sit behind and run around the map build while the other 2 teams apply pressure.
So it'll be a 2-2 pressure split.
That's what I reckon we'll see.
Very aggressive. Let's see what happens.
Well, every game that SNX have ever played, it's always been aggressive.
Who do you
seem to
think
play
will be
better
the
on the
builder?
front foot. Let's see, it'll probably be more likely. I think we'll find usually the builder's usually actually quite a good shooter, so I'm thinking B. It's either going to be B or Scorp.
What would be the aliens strat?
I don't know on this one. It's been too long since I've seen SNX2 build. I think we may see a straight away 2 RTs dropped. I'd like to see clogs and hydras on them with 2 gorges. I think we may see that. But as I said, it's been probably about 3 or 4 weeks since I've seen them scrim, so it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Do you think the commander will jump out and clog up the first resource node?
Yeah, I reckon that's what we'll see. We'll see the commander. The commander will always on the SNX team will always go gorge, and I reckon we'll see him jump out, clog hydra up a res node, and basically then rush to build the second hive. For some reason I've got a rather interesting ping at the moment. Wow, Archon, your ping is sensational.
Thank you. Yeah.
14. Wow.
Yes. I live right next to wherever this is.
Alright, and it looks like we're getting started here. And we are live. SNX2 as Alien starting in Data Core, and SNX1 as Marine starting in Flight.
It looks like we're seeing a Skulk pack move out from the Alien team here to cross. Nez would have heard them all then, he'd know there's a few there. Nez and Outsider here, two of the best shooters on the one team. Interesting to see what they can do here.
Behind them. Gets one hit in, 2 hits in, and dies.
And Nez
The
gets
rest of them
knocked.
take him out. Ooh.
Oh, Kerr just putting the pain down.
Oh, Chris, very low.
This is... Looks like 3 drifters in the same spot in Atrium. All in the same spot, overlaid. Possibly 3.
To be
At
sure,
least
to be
2.
sure, to be sure.
I think there's 2. But there could be 3.
It looks like 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
it
like
does,
3
yeah.
on the same spot. So got 1 in.
I think it's 2.
Okay, well 2. Then they've
Well,
got
it
the
doesn't
2 in
matter,
Atrium
still,
and
it's more
overlaid,
than
and
one.
1 in Crossroads. Anyone see another one anywhere else?
You see here Nez and Outsider trying to apply pressure, they're trying to get through to reactor core.
Yeah. 3 Skulks nearby, 2 Marines.
Oh, Chris going off by himself.
Well done. By Spider. Nez takes out Bean, but still 2
Oh, just.
To contend
Jeez,
with?
probably below.
very close. Still 1 in Atrium.
And Crag Hive's been selected for the first hive, which is no surprise. We'll see Kara come straight up. And look at Kerr and Scorp just happily plugging away, capturing res nodes.
He's got a drifter in pipe as well. You should see those 2 Marines in ventilation. But he's also seen that 1 Marine in the Crossroads. With that drifter there.
So Scorp and Kerr just hanging back here at pipe. Now they'll rush through, try and put some pressure on the data core res.
Yeah,
So one
it'll be
should
safer
shoot and
for
one
them-
should cover.
Safer for them to go into the res node than to stay where they are.
Correct. The Carapace shell's been started.
Whoop!
Not sure why they were shooting the
commander's
eggs
come
in.
out. No, he isn't. It's Cyberliner. And they've taken him out quite easily.
And there's an outsider. Oh, sorry, outsider and B sitting at Atrium. And that was going to be the Aliens team natural second hive, so for this pressure at reactor, they need to get them out of there.
So 6 resource nodes to 2 is not
And,
good for
yeah.
the alien team.
And
These,
especially with 3 Marines rushing through to reactor 2. Soon to be 1 res node.
These SNX1 extractors too have been uncontested by SNX2, so
They've got drifters there, they can see him there. They've got drifters everywhere, they just can't take him out. Commander's going, Atrium, Atrium, Atrium.
And now they'll be down to 1 res node.
It is down to 1 res node, to 6. The correct strategy would probably send 1 to Computer Lab, 1 to Crevice, 1 to Sub, and 1 to Crossroads.
But see, they're applying that much pressure that they can't afford to have 1 person run off and hit res. That's the trick. And you've got Marines that are just about to lay a phase gate down a reactor core. Just
One
waiting
in
on phase tech.
ventilations. Gone to sub. And he's hitting sub. Chris.
But look, there's a pair of Marines hitting the only res node. Just about to hit the only res node at data core.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It'll be game if that happens.
And wow, the Marines at reactor core there.
Laying mines. In
Mines
data
once
core.
again saved the day. Alien team's in a massive world of hurt here. We'll see a phase go down in reactor and then they'll just start pouring into data core. Egg lock them and then that'll be game. I think we'll see in the next couple of minutes.
There's sticking by his teammate there.
And here we go.
Oh, commander called out of position.
And there's
That's
the
the whole
GG.
team and that's it.
That's game. Yep. Excellent work.
Build structure at waypoint.
Oh, an SNX1 Scorp. He's cleaned up Spider there, which may turn out to be a big setback for the SNX2 team.
Well, I think they were looking to apply double pressure to Nano from both sides, from east and west. But now that their pressure team from the east side's been taken out, it's going to be interesting to see what they do here.
They certainly decided to hold system waypointing,
You with the Hydra placement.
hydro placement, and the two skulks and gorge.
Oh, Spider getting a great kill on Kerr there over at the exit of Topographical. It was a do or die moment there and Spider just got made through. He's been pushing through in C12 now, capping the right side of the map.
However, we did see that all of the SNX2 players got cleaned out there on the left-hand side of the map in system waypointing and in sub, so
Now they're pushing through now to Overlook, a 3-man push from Overlook into sub. So it's going to be a big take here for the SNX2 team. They really want to have sub and that'll be their second tech point. So Nez and B trying to retaliate by taking sub back. Looks like they may be... Well, they'll be staying out
Carapace
at
going
system
up now.
waypointing.
Carapace going up. It looks like they've gone for strength in Nano and then Carapace as a starting. See where they're sitting at the pipeline now.
Strange that B and Nez there went in by themselves, and because of that, over in sub there, they got nothing from it.
Looks like SNX2 is putting down roots in system.
Yeah, they'll be pushing through to Nano, it looks like.
Whoop! Polyester
Not
just
sure what
got
Polly's doing. He's
hit
sitting behind everyone.
and just stayed behind everyone and got destroyed.
Cleaned up the system
Topographical
waypointing. That was actually a big blunder there by Polly sitting back there at system waypointing because that prevented his 3 teammates from running into Nano. And as you know, it's easier to defend Nano than to sit around system waypointing and get hammered by the skulks, and there's plenty of places for them to hide.
Look at 3 They got 3 Hydras in Nano at the moment. It's pretty well defended.
Yeah, that's true. Now there's even Crag sitting behind the res nodes.
Looks like any push here will have to be helped by the commander.
An outsider is the lurk, he's up, and here he comes straight back into pipeline now to deal with this marine threat. B and outsider, sorry.
2 lurks hitting Chris and Spider.
Look at the med packs being dropped on Chris accurately, right on his head.
It's pretty well done. Then moving off from pipe. There's a drifter right in there. He'll see them right at the dome. They can see right now. Exactly right now. Lurk and a 3 of them converging on Spider and Chris.
Now Chris is
Spider.
lonesome.
Yep. Spider going down. Chris running out of bullets, and he's down too.
I think I missed was outsider cleaning up and sub too. That's a massive blow for the marine team. And Doom sitting by himself at Overlook. He's about to have a very bad day in a second.
Polyester and Bean going down to 2 Skulks and Lurk. Chris as well.
And now Topo
Pushing
down.
down to Topo.
Well, they've only got 1 IP, so it's going to be slow going for the Marines here. Especially when, 3 of their teams down.
Actually they've just lost 2 more. So they had 4, they now have 2.
I think SNX2 is letting this game kind of getting out of control for them a bit, you know? I mean, they're kind of, streaming into engagements one by one. Kind of almost desperately, yeah.
It's possibly helped by the, SNX1 is streaming into engagements one by one, did you say?
No, SNX2.
Yeah, because they've only got 1 spawn, so they have to wait for the second spawn to happen.
Pipe.
They only have 1 spawn point.
The I like it how Ghost the commander is out supporting his troops at Topo, but the one thing I don't like is they had like 80-90 res then, and they didn't drop the hive. It was delayed so long.
We're still in the 7 minute 40 mark, so it's relatively early. Everything at this point is very early.
I think I disagree for this situation. I mean, for they've got most of the map now. They've got nano, they've got pipe, they've got cargo. They've nearly controlled sub now. I would have said that a lot earlier for a second hive, but it may not even matter now.
I think it will. I think it's probably the amount of resources that they're pulling in doesn't really matter. Personal resources for the alien team is huge.
2 people that can go fade, and they haven't yet.
It looks like they're saving up for Odos then.
Oh, they're only 3 res over fade. I think we'll see the fades come out. I doubt they'll go for double Onos.
Well, Kerr's just gone Ebru, so what is he going?
Yeah, he's gone fade.
Here he comes up through the dome now.
And the other one has gone. So we've got 2 lurks, a fade, and 1 person who could go fade or lurk.
I think we'll see Scorp go fade. I think he's been in the middle of an engagement, so.
Well, he's over at sub there trying to defend
Yeah.
two Marines that are coming into sub, so no doubt he'll be screaming out for the lurks to come help him, which they do.
Well, they still don't have blink, so it's going to be a very hard game for the phase to play.
Both Kerr and Scorp are very good with shadow steps, so it's not going to be too much of a drama for them.
Two shotties, polyester and bean
Oh,
hitting
outside
Kerr
nearly down.
in East Junction.
Outside are only getting down to a couple of % then over at sub sector. And pipeline's completed. A 3-man push now into sub. B, better watch out here.
Blink starting.
So shade hive. So I'll be seeing silence go again. Cleaned up and sub. And Scorp will give one swipe to that extractor and it'll go down. At overlook, which it does.
Silence has
silence.
started.
And down goes sub as the third hive for the aliens. They got so much res, they can just afford to drop hives. Even if they take it out, they'll have enough res for another one fairly soon anyway.
Even life forms too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lurk and a fade sitting over at Skylight, so this game's just about
an
over.
outsider goes down, but just one tick and they can afford another lurk, T-res lurk, so...
Well, he can go
still
fade
with one
now, so
resource node.
Yeah, exactly.
Still spawning one by one.
he would have known he could go fade, so it's the reason why he would have overcommitted. He wouldn't have been playing it very safe when he knew he had that much res.
But it looks like we could see the GG here very soon. SNX taking a very, another great win against SNX2.
Yeah, the number 2 team's just getting their asses handed to them at the moment. On a platter. You know, Alien's just dominant in every way. Just look at B's KDR as a lurk, 11 to 2.
Big fight in Overlook. Marines can claim that.
And bone wall there to keep Chris away and separated.
Med packs dropping left, right, and center in Overlook. Chris is kept
So it's gonna
alive
be
from
the-
that,
It's
getting
going to be the
welded
last
up.
hurrah here at Overlook.
Phase gate up. Yeah, looks like 2 fades hitting it very hard.
I reckon we'll see a fade go down here.
Possibly. Fixed Spider can get out of there.
No.
No. Fade gates up, but there's
At
only
least
one.
they get that phase gate up.
There's only
but
one spawn point, so they're spawning through one at a time. They'll get picked apart by 3 fades. 2 fades.
Even 2 fades, even 1 fades enough to
Yeah,
handle.
they need 2.
And
2
there it
spawns.
goes. As I said, it's going to be the last hurrah, so interesting to see what the number 2 team can do here.
System
as
waypoint
aliens
is definitely
in
the
next
key for
game.
this, but they've got 2 Marines coming in on East Junction as well, heading in to Nano.
Man, it's not just anyone, it's Nez and Outsider. Two of their best shots. You can see Nez and Outsider, they're backing away now to go to
Build
C12.
structure and waypoint.
They can smell an ambush. Interesting to see if we see Bean and Do move around and take out Topo. Which it looks like they're going to.
We've got Kerr and Scott building up Overlook as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes for Marines.
6
You can see
nodes.
Outsiders running back there to try and save the rest node at Topo. Oh, Nez mopping up. It should better get back and save C12.
Oh, and Sidewinder getting caught out here. Oh,
Oh,
and
he
he
gets
goes down.
taken down. Every bullet hit and paid the price. That was a big blow for them over at System Waypointing there.
Got Nez coming into Pipeline, building up Pipeline. Chris backing off all the way.
Skulk pack over
And
at
here
Overlook
comes
there.
Carapace.
Not a second too late.
And Kerr just sitting here, waiting for some skulks
And
to
he's waiting
surprise.
for B. They won't travel alone. They'll always go together.
Ah,
Chris and Bean not getting Carapace straight away. Interesting. Maybe they don't know it's up.
it wasn't up until just then.
Well, they still haven't got it.
I wonder if
Still attacking.
they know
Not going
that
for
sub's the hive. Oh, yeah, I assume they would. The commander should have seen it.
And they've built pipe too. Oh, but this is
Oh,
bad.
they'd
This is
have to
very
know it's
bad.
sub. They're sort of built up in cargo.
Nez and Outsider building up in cargo here.
Scorp, B and Kerr pushing through, and they're going to try and egg lock them here and finish it off quickly. They might just even do it here too.
Arc Robotics Factory completed. I think they might just arc.
Yeah, they'll be looking to arc west and taking out Nano from the aliens.
Chris without Carapace going down. Polyester healing up Bean.
Look at the med packs on Nez over at cargo there.
Destroyed.
And B and Kerr
Should take down
backing away now
that
from sub.
resource node.
You'll see the arcs roll out and they'll go sit over at west. You can see here outside looks like he's going to be setting up. Yeah, here he goes. He'll go back to west now and wait for the arcs to come rolling through and he'll guard them.
Yeah. I mean,
It
they
won't be-
certainly already have the res to arc, so
Got 2 arcs coming down to West Junction now.
And they'll just take Nano out from underneath the alien's feet.
2 arcs is probably the minimum for Nano, and they've got 2 Marines already defending it. It's very well done.
They need to see B and Kerr move up into sub, take the pressure off west and put the pressure onto sub. Take it off them.
They're building a
Observatory
obs.
at west.
Yep, so they don't need to scan every 2 seconds.
Only problem is there's no power at west, which is going up now.
So there's 4 Marines there,
Now B and Kerr
neglecting
need to
the
rush up
right
into
hand side of the map, which is not really that much of a problem.
B and Kerr need to rush up the left side of the map and put some pressure on sub, because at the moment all the alien teams are able to converge on west.
So 6 resource nodes versus 4, and 2 of the aliens are about to go down. The aliens need to take out the right hand side of the map while they're doing this. Or take out the arcs.
I'm surprised they're just fighting in front of the Marines' faces, not coming around the back.
Well, they've beaten them in front of their faces, so let's see how they do with the
Look
respawn.
at the med packs on
See-
Scorp there. Wow.
See, they've got 2 respawns. They've got 2 nodes. So there's 2 Marines spawning. In the previous game, they only had 1.
I think Scorp just got about 15 res of med packs right on his head.
Oh, and SNX2 really in some trouble here. I mean, this is almost away from them. Still 13 res away from fades.
They're doing well though. They are defending quite well, working together well.
There's a lot of res on the Marine team. A lot of res.
Yeah, you can't argue with 6 res nodes.
I think that SNX2 though is saving up for a second hive. I'm not sure. But I mean, I don't know what else they could be doing with that amount of res.
They'll be dropping cargo any second now.
Yeah.
So, Marine Commander scans Nano, make sure it's clear.
And here we see a phase gate going up in East Junction too.
But 6 resource nodes versus 2, and aliens are looking like they're not doing very well.
And down go some crags at cargo. And I guess the thing with these 6 res nodes is the Marine Commander can afford to drop copious amounts of med packs.
Exactly.
And he still has plenty of res, so he's still sitting at 30.
Whoa,
Shotgun's on the way to deal with those lurks.
Shotguns just started. That's pretty good.
Soon to be 8 res nodes when the boys move into Nano.
Bean and Chris hitting up the right hand side of the map. Doing quite well. Pushing forward.
And there goes the cargo hive.
It's a good position for the Drifter in the in East Junction, next to the C12.
Yeah, it's a good spot. So the alien team took out 2 of the Marines' res nodes, but they've just got back up to 6 again by taking Nano back. And as soon as they've taken Nano, they'll head straight over to C12.
They've got a phase gate up there, so it's either team's side at the moment. But they do have a phase gate up in East Junction, which the aliens are hitting now.
They'll cap C12 now. And
And
B
we
and
finally
Curtis,
see some
B and Curtis constantly putting pressure on sub,
yeah.
keeping 1 to 2 aliens busy at all times.
I was gonna say we're finally seeing some pressure on the Marine res nodes.
Team's doing quite a good job of distracting outside of there. He's like chasing after him every resource node he hits.
Oh, and Spider.
Oh. Was that a mine, was it?
No, it was a shotgun to the face.
I think a mine went off there as well, I think.
Yeah, he might have gotten damaged by a mine, but Level 1 shotguns and lurks, they don't really go well together.
No, it's definitely more of a I love you comment, isn't it? I love you, shotgun to the face.
Being Kerr heading into some sector.
The second hive's just about there at cargo. Look at Kerr just going Rambo over at subsector.
With 4 aliens versus him. And he's still going.
And he's
Oh,
just
Spider too.
putting them down.
He is
It's those
destroying
med
them.
packs.
It was amazing.
Oh, here comes the arc train. And I'm going straight through to sub.
2 arcs. That should be enough. But no, they're going straight through to cargo, looks like.
I can't imagine they'll go for cargo.
Wait,
It's too hard to defend the arcs
looks like
there.
they're going to sub. Looks like they're going to sub.
They'll go to system waypointing. It's too hard to defend
Well,
in the cargo. It's too
Yeah, they're
open.
in nano, and there's no drifters around to see what's going on, so they don't know they're there.
And here comes Scorpion outside to protect those arcs while they glitch out and shuffle backwards and forwards.
The drifter in East Junction probably should have seen those 2 arcs go past. So it'd be interesting to know if the aliens know where they are.
Well, the drifter probably saw it, but did someone on the alien team see him coming?
Well, Doom just went right past him now, so let's see if he knows.
Nabeen just saw them, so they'll know.
Or he's shooting them right now, so let's see if he says anything.
Chris there getting a nutrient mist over at sub, so we've seen that fade come up as well, so I have 2 of them. Down goes an armory system waypointing.
C12 still unclaimed.
Those fades better watch out, we'll see him go down here with those shotguns.
Oh,
Down
and
goes Chris. As I said, shotguns and system waypointing. It's always bad news for a fade. That was the quickest fade ever. I think he had the fade for about 13 seconds.
I have a feeling what SNX1 is trying to do is they're trying to get a front position. There we go. There's the phase gate in system waypointing, and they're going to arc from system. That's what those arcs are hanging out in nano for.
That is exactly what they'll do. They'll move them and put them straight through into sub. They won't go for cargo. You won't arc cargo. It's just too open. They'll arc sub first. They can easily have the arcs there and protect it, and here they come in now. You'll probably find you'll set them at sub in system waypointing first, and get the res node and the upgrade at sub first.
They
and
just
then they'll
dropped
move them in closer.
pipeline. They're building pipeline so to block the aliens building a pipeline to secure their
And they'll be looking at jetpacks. You can see the advanced armory's already up, so that's what they'll be looking at.
Yep.
Bile bomb started, but it's too late. You can see here, they'll set a system and just pummel. And there goes Carapace.
Oh, and the silence veil.
Poor Polly, the only one attacking him. Bean should really be focusing on the Marines there.
You can see a new veil and shell has been put down at cargo, so hopefully he'll have enough time to upgrade them before that hive goes down. At least he got bile bomb done.
Oh, and there goes the sub hive.
Well, they got Carapace on the way.
This is
so
incredible. They just dropped Carapace as soon as the hive went down. That's very lucky.
Sitting over at cargo there, you have look behind, he's dropped a veil and the shell.
And there we go.
And Bean goes down, right as they call GG.
Well, and very 4 clear wins for SNX1 there.